Hello and welcome. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and here we are for Week 3, the Week 3 review / recap / whatever for the Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard trial. Good to be here on this Friday. This was a long freaking week, a long week. I can't believe it's only been since Monday that Johnny Depp was still actually on the stand testifying. And then we got all of the other stuff, obviously, Tuesday through Thursday. So, kind of insane. But we are where we are. And now we march forward. I actually clicked on something on my phone, from a Times, whatever publication, talking about what's to come over the next couple of weeks. Like if somebody had a schedule, and they didn't even have a schedule, and they tried to make it out to seem all of this, I don't know, larger than life, or they tried to make it seem like they were better than everybody. And nobody still technically knows if Amber Heard will go up there. But I imagine they're done. Johnny Depp's side is done, although I'm technically not sure, because even how they ended court on Thursday, I don't think there was any guarantee that they actually are finished. Like, they may still have more witnesses to do Monday or Tuesday, and I think there's only 2 weeks left. Like, there's next week, the entirety. Then the week after is a break. There is no trial that week, and that'll be, I'm very happy about that. And then the week after that is happening, and I think that's it. I think that's the final week. So even if Amber's witnesses start on Monday, she's got 8 days. And the 8th day, they would do like the closing arguments and stuff. So I don't know how many people they're going to get on her side, but it's going to be kind of interesting. Hello. This week has been crazy. This week was a little less flashy when it came to the Johnny Depp court case, and then more flashy or more prevalent with everything else that happened in terms of like gaming, movies, the other stuff that I cover finally started to pick up as this week went on. And I think that's actually going to continue over the next month going into May. But hopefully we get some fireworks that were at the Johnny Depp stuff. Hopefully there's some fireworks, because we started last week was strong the entire time. The week before was the start of the trial, so we had like people like Isaac and stuff that first week. And now this week was very important in terms of we got all the cop testimony, which was very important, all of the officers that were there. We got the confirmation of him losing Pirate 6. We got the ACLU stuff, which was just like a huge bombshell on Thursday. I mean, we got some pretty important stuff we got the Butler, which was kind of funny, right? But I mean, we got some pretty important stuff throughout this entire week. It just wasn't flashy. The depositions made it very boring. So that was a little annoying as the week went on. But I think Nick Rekieta even said this, like, at least you could plan out the days, which is kind of what I did. Is it's like, hey, they just show a video. You watch the whole video. You know when it starts. You know when it's going to end. They'll tell you when they swap sides that are asking. And then after that, you know what I mean? Then they take the morning recess. Then you do a little bit more. Then they take the lunch break. I mean, it was very easy to follow this week. This was an easy week as opposed to last week. And I don't know how many of Amber's people would be depositions or not. They just announced John Watts will not be directing Fantastic Four. I saw that. I wonder who they'll pick to replace him. Do you think Amber will definitely take the stand? I do. I think she's truly, I want to believe this. I want to believe she's screwed either way. Like, the lying under oath in the UK that you donated that money to those charities and then being caught red-handed is pretty killer. It's pretty killer for any jury. Like, yes, she'll go up there and she'll tell her flashy stories about how he threw her around the house and gave her broken ribs and all that stuff. Like, she'll make it sound good for her, but then all Johnny's team has to do is come up, counter those things, and then ultimately say, well, hey, remember when you said that you gave the money to the ACLU? Not that you pledged it. You said under oath that you gave it to them, and you didn't. Do you remember when you said on that interview show to make yourself look good that you also gave it to them? You didn't. Can you even prove that the money that went to them in the first place was yours? Yes, so you're a liar. Hey, remember the makeup hey, that didn't exist at the time. Hey, remember this, remember that. I mean, all you have to do is nail her on, oh, remember how you said that it may not be about Johnny Depp, the op-ed? Well, what about those emails with ACLU and the lawyers and all that stuff that we got that you tried to stop us from getting, but we ended up getting it anyway? Thank you. And what about those that prove that you were talking about Johnny Depp and everybody knew it and you actually had to make it go through lawyers so you didn't break any NDAs? Do you remember all that, Amber? And then, like, what are you going to do? So, like, she's going to look real bad when she goes up. Her side is going to make it, you know, very fiery, very clickbaity. I'm sure you'll see like Entertainment Weekly running with some of the things that she says, some of like the taglines. But then at the end of the day, it just takes Johnny's team to go up there and say, all right, we're going to literally tear you apart right now. And then it's up for the jury to, to realize that they made a mistake. So I don't know. My wife just texted me somebody cut her off, I guess. She's okay. It was not a car accident. What's up, Jacob B. Vision? How's it going, buddy? The accountant was my favorite part of the examination. Yeah, the accountant, he was the old man, right? Or was he the accountant? The old man that went on, his name was, like, both his first and last name were short. He was good. He got, like, destroyed by Roddenborn in terms of Roddenborn wouldn't let the man freaking talk, so that was annoying. But I liked the I liked the redirect that Johnny's team did where he just kept it short and sweet, right? Where it's like, hey, do you, or what was it was the two things that he redirected him on, and it was just very easy. It was like, let's just make sure we're all on the same page with this issue, make sure we're all on the same page with that issue, and we're done. And that's really all we needed to do. And so, yeah, he served this. I just don't think, like, the standout things with that is, like, the wine. So, like, the whole wine bill at the time was all Amber, which we could surmise. And what else? Or basically, I guess the big stuff was also, like, he paid all of the divorce stuff after taxes, or including, he paid including taxes, which directly contradicts Amber because Amber said she paid them and she paid the taxes, which is a flat-out lie. So they're getting them, even like the small details that in the moment, because I don't know everything about this case. I know a good amount, but I don't know everything. But like Twitter, like I'm just having like Johnny Depp stuff pop up on my Twitter feed. So even the small stuff that you're getting confirmation on, and you may think, oh, that's not that big of a deal. I'll go on Twitter later that day, and it'll be like, oh, but this directly makes Amber a liar because Amber said this. And now you have the proof to show the opposite. And it's like, okay, I see why they're getting these people. I see why they're getting this information now. It's just to make her look like a moron, that she lied about all this stuff. So, yeah. Yep, he has killed it so far. Let's just put her behind bars. Hello, Yellow Rangers. It's a shame that there won't be a proper punishment for her falsely accusing Johnny. Yeah. I mean, at this point, and I've said it before too, like, he's won. He really has won, I think, public opinion. I don't really think there's anything she can say on her testimony. Like, he's gaining Instagram followers daily, like hundreds of thousands. I don't think she's going to get up there, tell these horrific stories, and all of a sudden he's going to lose like 4 million followers. Like, I just don't think his image is going to get hurt. I don't, because I think it's established she's a liar. She just makes stuff up. So I really don't think it's going to hurt him. And even if he loses in the jury, which I'd be upset. I'd be very upset. And like I said earlier, like, I'll do a live reaction to that. I'll be mad if he loses, but I think he's already won. Now, does that mean he'll be back as like Jack Sparrow or back in Hollywood? I think that's kind of separate. We'll find that out like the day after the court case is over. I think companies should issue apologies, should say something, and I think they ultimately will. I just don't think anybody's going to do it now because they're in the middle of stuff, but that's separate. I think he's won, and so the day the court case is over as well, I'm going to be very interested. Does WB make an official statement and say, we're recasting. We're going to refilm the scenes. We're going to have somebody else's Mara in Aquaman 2. Because that's what should happen. Will it? I don't know. If they want to have their movie be a disaster in the box office and people boycott it and people, when they go on the press tour, people destroy them, I mean, that's up to them. But, yeah, it is a shame that there's because this is big. We talked about it last week in the live stream, right? This is a thing for activism too. I mean, this hurts the women's rights, kind of, not women's rights, like the idea that you need to believe victims when you have people like Amber who make stuff up and hijack the Me Too movement and stuff like that, I mean, this hurts them. So you're gonna want, even if you're part of it, if you're anti it, or if you're skeptical of it, wherever you fall on that spectrum, you're gonna want to do something about this very soon after the case is over, right? If you're these activist people, you're gonna want to say, hey, we're done with her. She does not speak for us. She's a liar. She's a manipulator, and she's not the face of domestic abuse. She's not the face of Me Too. She's not the face of anything. She's out of here. So hopefully that happens, and that's the justice. That's the justice we're all kind of waiting for, you know. Marvel Spider-Man 2 coming 2023. Yes, I think it was worse for Roddenborn. Yeah, I hate Roddenborn. Roddenborn's quite the guy, huh? I don't know. I thought about this a few days ago, yesterday. What would it have been like if Roddenborn was on Johnny's side, though? Like, because at the end of the day, like, I don't like Roddenborn. I also don't like Crazy Cat Lady. She, I think, is horrible. He, I do think, has some smarts, some talent in, like, the field. So I wonder, like, yes, we hate him, but we hate him because of the side he's on. And it's not really the side he's on, it's the side he's employed by. So I wonder, in like a multiverse, right, if you go into the multiverse, and Johnny has most of the same people, but then he also has him, what happens? And I don't, like, you know what I mean? Like, do we love him? Are we like, man, he is savage. Like, what do you do? Because he's had bad moments, but like objecting to themselves and stuff, like that was that other guy, and even the Crazy Cat Lady. Like, he hasn't had big embarrassing moments like that. He has had embarrassing moments, but you know, she's gonna get away scot-free? ? I don't think she's gonna get away scot-free. Even if she won the trial, I don't think she's getting away scot-free. The best CinemaCon announcement to me was the Spider-Verse movie and Batman 2. Batman 2 was big for me. Sup, Luna Comics? Disney and WB would gain goodwill if they brought Depp back. Yeah, well, here's the thing. So Fantastic Beasts, I truly think is done. Fantastic Beasts right now, last I checked, is sitting at $283 million worldwide. That is, for that movie, horrible. I really don't even think it's going to reach $400 million. The budget was $200 million, which means you normally double the budget for promotion and for other stuff. So I would say to break even, the movie probably needs $325 to $350 million. Like, to be flat out honest, I think that's how much the movie needs to break even. It's probably not going to reach that. So it may lose money, and at best, it may break even. My doggy is all over the place. She likes to lay down. So it's not even going to break even, or it just barely will. And remember, the rumor is they're waiting to see for this movie for 4 and 5. I liked the first one quite a bit. The second one was pretty bad. Johnny Depp was good, but the second movie overall was pretty bad. I don't want the Wizarding world to crumble, but like, I think they're done. And I just don't think they'd ever, even if they weren't done, I find it very hard to believe they'd fire Mads Mikkelsen and bring back Johnny Depp. But they should. You shouldn't fire who should fire Mads Mikkelsen, right? You shouldn't have done in the first place, is the thing. Disney very well could bring him back for Pirates. The thing I'd be worried about I've said this before in videos, the things I'm worried about with Disney is I think there's a possibility they could bring him back. But I also think there's a possibility they would just bring him back for the perceived goodwill, and then he would be almost a cameo in the movie. He wouldn't even be the main character, and that would be it. And then they'd find a way to get out of that, like for the next movie. And that's not good enough for me. Like, when I talk about saying goodbye to Jack Sparrow, I mean Pirates 6, Johnny Depp gets creative freedom. He helps write it. He is a main character of the movie. Not that Jack has to be the main character, because he normally isn't. Besides 4, he's not the main character, but he is. He's got a lot of screen time, etc. So that's what I want. I don't want him in it for 2 minutes, 5 minutes. And I don't think Johnny Depp would do that, though. So that's kind of the counter argument, is like, would Johnny Depp come back to just be a cameo in the franchise he created? Created as in he made big, right? It's like, I don't think he would. So we'll see. 10% of the audience doesn't know what's going on. Yeah, but doesn't matter. Any amount is going to hurt. Again, look at Fantastic Beasts. Hello, Dragon Pisces. Aquaman 2 isn't going to flop. I don't think it's going to flop. I don't think it's going to make $1 billion, though. I think it's going to severely take a hit. I think there's a lot of people that you're not accounting for that aren't going to see the movie because of Amber. I truly believe that. And we'll see, but people that were saying that for Fantastic Beasts, and people were saying, oh, Fantastic Beasts is not going to get impacted by it. Fantastic Beasts was impacted by it. So people saying Aquaman 2 is not going to be hit by this. Aquaman 2 will be hit by it. Okay, I'll make that prediction. I know Johnny said he will not be Jack Sparrow again for even $300 million, but you think if he wins, it'll be a massive apology? Yes, that's James. That's the argument I'm more on. He hit the famous quote, $300 million and 1 million alpacas. That's true. What about an apology? He never said he wouldn't come back if there was all hands-on meeting where they went up to him and said, and this is how I would do it. If I'm Disney, if I'm a corrupt, evil corporation, I'm just kidding for most of it. I would go to Johnny when this is over and say, I cannot even tell you how sorry I am. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to issue a public apology. We're going to take any of the hits that we get from the mainstream press for siding with you and not Amber. We're going to say we're sorry to you. Then we're going to, publicly too, we're going to make like a post on Instagram and Twitter. Then we're going to give you the same amount of money you've always had, maybe a little bit more. Then we're going to bring you back to help co-write Pirate 6 like we were going to, and that's it. You'll be in Pirate 6. Nothing's changed. Will you do it? Oh, by the way, we're sorry again. And now that's a fantasy. You know what I mean? That could happen, but at this point, I'm willing to bet that is the least likely thing to happen. But if that were to happen, I think he would say yes. I do. I think he would say yes. Will that happen? I doubt it, to be honest. But podcast. Well, my name's Alex, but podcast is a first name of the channel. I just watched a video on YouTube, Nostalgia Critics Review on Cat in the Hat movie, and boy, the commentary in the video is still relevant, if not more so today. What? That's odd. The Cat in the Hat movie with, oh no, what is his name? Austin Powers? According to him, yes, I saw that. Zlatan? I saw that. I actually made a video. I recorded it. It'll be up tomorrow morning. So come back, and I made an entire video talking about WB. I'm David Murray. Call me Yellow Rangers. Secret, don't tell everyone. Okay. Well, you did put it in a comment. Sony cross WB. Yeah. I'm sad that Pirates franchise is over because without Pirates being the first big Disney franchise for men, they won't own Star Wars and MCU. Yeah. I mean, Pirates is like thinking about the impact of Pirates. I think it holds up more now. I think it's more powerful now than maybe it even was back then. Like, I think them having a Pirates movie come out is important. And you can have spinoffs, and you can have Margot Robbie, and I've said that. I have no problem with Margot Robbie being in these movies. I have no problem with her co-starring or co-leading Pirates 6. I have no problem with saying goodbye to Johnny Depp as Jack, and then you make a spinoff movie after that, and it's completely separate. You reference the name, you reference some characters, but it's completely separate, and Margot Robbie is starring. I have no problem with that. It's just how they've but I will not see that movie if they don't do the Johnny Depp stuff first. I just will not. It's not going to happen. I will do everything in my power on YouTube to speak against it. That's where I stand. I thought Johnny said he would never act for Disney again. Did he specifically? Yeah, like, again, though, my reaching argument with that is just, I believe him. I'm not saying he's lying. I believe him, but I'm saying, would he accept the biggest apology you've ever seen? James Gunn accepted it. Now, and we don't know even what kind of apology that was, right? So that's all I'm saying. I don't disbelieve him. I don't doubt him. I don't blame him if he never comes back. I truly don't. Also, thoughts on the Heroes of Olympus coming to Disney Plus. Oh, I don't know much about it. I know about Percy Jackson. That's not the same thing, right? Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I did not like that movie or Johnny Depp in it, but that's one of the few. Never return to those who betrayed you. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's definitely fair. Like, because you have to watch out for that too. Maybe they backstab you again. You could argue they'd never really trust you. Here's the only counter argument I would have. Again, keeping in mind all the stuff I just said, apology, money, creative freedom. If you can get Disney to do that and you get it in your contract that happens, you make Pirates 6, you literally sail into the sunset. Like, he does not ever have to do it again besides Pirates 6. And he could even look at it as like a goodbye to the fans. He can literally think, hey, what's the best way of thanking my fans for all the support that they've given me in the past 6 years? Well, Disney's apologized to me. Disney wants me back for 6. How about I go back, I do Jack. Because saying goodbye to Jack Sparrow is almost like people saying goodbye, like thank you for the legacy that Johnny Depp did. So that would be almost like a dual meaning, right? You'd be able to say goodbye to Pirates of the Caribbean, the franchise. Disney would be saying goodbye to him. He'd be saying bye to Jack. We would be saying goodbye to Jack. And we could also, in a way, be saying goodbye to Johnny Depp in terms of his working relationship with Disney. So I get it. I totally get it. But I think there's a way of cleverly, you know what I mean? It's a reach. I'm not saying it's not a reach. It's 100% a reach. But I'm biased. Pirates is one of the most important things in my life, entertainment-wise at least. So I am definitely biased, but I want it. I will come up with any convoluted way of making it happen, to be honest with you. Yes, Disney apologize and give us 6. Agreed. Speaking of good news, I'm looking forward to the next Ninjago season. They still do those? Jesus. I'm guessing it'll make 600 to 800 million worldwide in total. That's fine, but if the movie costs them 200 million to make, then you need 400 million to break even, and then say it makes 600 million. So now you have broken even, you have made a lot of money, but you've made almost half as much, or you've almost dropped 50% from your first movie. And if you're WB and you're looking at that, you think, maybe if we didn't have Amber, we wouldn't have dropped that much. Maybe we would have made even more money. And again, that's the thing. Kingdom Hearts is still the best Pirates of the Caribbean game. You agree? I do. Oh, I totally agree. Kingdom Hearts 3 is the best Pirates of the Caribbean game ever made. That's a great point and a great comment. Disney should apologize in general because they've done a lot of mistakes. Agreed. But WB said F you to audiences more recently. Yeah, WB is stuck. Like they can't go back. Both of them fired him. Like Disney did fire him from Jack, or from Pirates. So that sucks. But WB not only fired him, but they publicly kept going and they said, we're going to recast you, which we did. Then we're going to film it, which we did. Then we're going to release the movie during the same time as the court case. Now, obviously the movie was delayed and stuff, but like that's how it ended up happening. And then the movie failed. And all of that stuff has happened. There is no going back. They are stuck. You know what I mean? There is no going back from that. So they are in a world of trouble now. There's really no there's nothing you can do. Disney, while I hate what they did arguably more than what WB did, Disney is not stuck yet because they still have options. Like, because there is no Pirates movie happening, right? Like, yes, there's drafts and there were announcements and stuff, but there is no Pirates movie that's currently filming. There's no Pirates movie that's currently coming out, like, say, in the next couple of years. You know what I mean? There's nothing. They haven't shot themselves in the foot yet. Now, the day after the court case is over, they may say, hey, Margot Robbie's Pirates movie starts filming in the fall. And we say, oh, F you. You know what I mean? So then stuff starts to happen. If Johnny Depp was a Batman villain, who would he be? I know there's the thing with, like, the Joker. I think, yeah, Mad Hatter's actually the best one. Just do Mad Hatter. Keep it consistent. Disney is already causing other issues in culture, and it wouldn't be smart to jump in the middle of them and their agenda. Now, again, that's fair. I'm not arguing against that. I'm biased. I want a Pirates movie, and I will speak on it however I need to make it happen, or to make it happen in my head. I don't disagree with you. Maybe it should be Mad Hatter. Yeah, I'd say Mad Hatter. Dior are legends for standing by him. Agreed. Disney should apologize in the fact they abandoned him. I wonder how they'll say it. Me too. I mean, I would almost pay just to see an apology. like that's worth a video in and of itself. That's worth a live stream in and of itself. Like, what is Disney? If it happens, if he wins, even if he loses, but let's say he wins, to be optimistic, he wins, and Disney has a public statement, like on Twitter. Like, what does that look like? What are the words? What's the wording there? It's probably something along the lines of, well, firstly, like, we're horribly sorry. Secondly, I'd like to see something like, we shouldn't have taken things just at their words. We should have waited for evidence. You know, like, you proved yourself, like, we believe you, or something like that too. Something like, we believe you, or we believe in you, would be a strong statement to make at some point from anybody. So I'd like that quite a bit. So, I mean, the wording would have to be so, and again, because of how Disney operates and they have to be so careful, right? Or they want to be so careful. Whatever they would write is going to be very interesting if they write it. I can't imagine that he wins and there is no apologies. I mean, that just, how bad does that look, right? Say, and this is the thing, again, this is why Disney is in such a tough spot, but they at least still have options, but they could easily screw themselves. If he wins and they don't say anything, they continue to say, well, guess what? We dropped him. Yes, he's innocent or whatever, or the public believes him. Maybe even some of us believe him now. But we're not doing it. Like, we're not moving forward with the Pirates 6. With him, we're done. He's not Jack Sparrow anymore. Or Jack Sparrow doesn't even exist anymore. Like, and they don't say anything. So that's all internal. We don't see anything. And then, like I said, same thing. Couple months later, June, July, August, we find out that Margot Robbie's movie is filming. Or they're moving ahead with Pirates 6 without him, and it's filming. And they make that announcement. Like, that's just the worst look possible. Because not only will people not support a Pirates movie without Jack right now, or Johnny, right? But, like, you didn't say anything, and you're still doing it, even though he won. That would be, like, so they're really stuck. They really have to do an apology, because other than that, you have to kill the Pirates franchise. If you're Disney, you have to murder the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise and accept you can never make any spinoffs, any sequels, anything. And I don't think they're that dumb, because Pirates is profitable for them. So I don't know. I really don't know. This is fun talking about, by the way. I enjoyed this quite a bit. Is Amber Heard still in Aquaman 2? As of right now, yes. But the rumor is she's in it for less than 10 minutes, and the rumor is also they introduced their child in the movie. So that's fun. I believe in Johnny Depp. Me too. If I was JD, I wouldn't work for either of them again. He will still get lots of work. I hope he gets lots of work. The thing is, he hasn't gotten lots of work. Now, the question is, has he not gotten lots of work because people believed Amber? Did he not get work because the legal stuff has been going on for like 2 years now, or maybe even a little bit longer? So, like, yes, maybe Disney and Warner Bros., but, like, does Paramount come to him? Is Lionsgate? I don't even know. I don't know studios. Does A24 stop by them? Like, what? You know what I mean? Like, what happens? Will he get offers? It's hopefully he does, because I think he's a great actor. I do. I think he's wacky, but I think he's a really good actor. His star power was kind of like, he can't lead a franchise completely on its own without any help of anything, like Lone Ranger and Transcendence. Was that? I actually kind of like that movie, but, like, he can't do that. He couldn't do it even when he was at the top of his game, so he wouldn't be able to do it now. So, you know, but like a number 2 or number 3, or he is a lead, but he's like a co-lead, I mean, I think is very possible. He just needs a chance. People will support him, I think, now more than ever. You could argue that the money that the Lone Ranger and Transcendence and all that made, the money that they made was because of him, just by himself, because the movies didn't do any favors to, like, a wider crowd. He should hear them out, but then ghost them like they did. Yeah, he should. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. What I described is how would be justice for everybody, because he can ride into the sunset. He can say, okay, I'm going to do Pirate 6 because you asked me to, and then I'm done with you. It's not you're done with me. You're not kicking me out of Pirates after Pirate 6. I'm leaving. I'm done. But I want to do this for myself. I want to do this for the fans. I want to do this for the character and the franchise of Pirates. I want to do it. But when I'm done, I'm finished. I'm walking away from you. You are not walking away from me. And that would be justice for everybody, because then Disney would get the FU from him. And there's nothing I want more. Same with Warner Bros., but it's harder to do that. Agreed. If Johnny Depp wins, he deserves millions of apologies and love from Disney. Agreed. Deuces later. Disney? Yeah. Been a huge follower since found your Pirates videos regarding the case. I've been following the evidence since the restraining order was filed. I have to say, worried when she testifies the support will switch. I know. Yeah, I'm worried. I'm worried people will kind of just fall into it. But the thing is, they've never heard his side before. So, like, a lot of the stuff she will say, she has already said. And you're either going to believe her or not. And the stuff she's already said, people still didn't believe her, and we didn't even get out in the public big time the stuff that Johnny said. Like, at least now he went first. We got to hear his side, and now it's up to people. Maybe she has something, but here's the thing too, and here's why I'm really not worried. She has like 60,000 pictures that she took in there, like, and is like available to look at. And none of them, besides the couple, like the swelling of her face, swelling bruises, right? Besides those, she's got nothing. So there really can't be a bombshell that she can drop that we haven't heard before. Like, she's not going to come out and say, hey, guess what? I have the medical records the day after he broke my ribs. I went to the doctors and got a medical. That doesn't exist because we already would have known that. All of the stuff she's going to say, we either heard in the UK, are lies. She'll maybe make up new stuff, but she can't prove any new things. The only things that are definitive, the stuff that's like the real bad looks on him, have already been said. You know, like, it's already happened. So I get it. Maybe what you're suggesting, and I don't disagree, maybe people have like short attention spans. So like, she said all those things and people believed her, and then people kind of got tired of her, and then people will now believe Johnny because they heard him, but then as soon as Amber goes back up, now you hear her, now you're back on her side. I think there are people that sway that badly. Those are people that mentally need a lot of help. They need to make decisions based off of themselves, not off of others. I do think those people exist. I'm praying the jury isn't those people, because that's the most important thing for this court case. But I don't think public opinion it's gonna work. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think she's gonna convince people anymore. So I agree. It is a worry, but I just don't think people are gonna overwhelmingly be fooled. Because also she's not, and this is also a big thing. She can't just get up, tell her side of the story, and then go back and sit back down, and they move on to the next witness. Like, that's, you know what I mean? So, like, she can come up and lie and all that stuff all she wants, but then Johnny's team is going to go, and they need to take her down. They need to call these lies out, because, like, the TikTok community and Instagram and Twitter, all these compilations that people are making, they can still do that when Amber's side is up. You can just do videos roasting her. You can do videos exposing her lies, and that's not going to come from them being asked by Amber's team. It's going to be asked, or it's going to be created when Johnny's team comes up. So that's another thing, is Amber's not going to be going up there and just going to, again, he threw me across the room. I actually flew 30 feet in the air, all this stuff. And then she's like, okay, well, thank you for your time, jury. I'm going to go sit back down. No, now it's time for Johnny's team to come up and poke holes in every single story you just told. And that may stick with people. That may be the thing that will stick with people over her telling her truth, my truth. You know what I mean? If Disney doesn't apologize to Johnny, I won't be happy. He didn't do anything wrong. Agreed. He married the wrong person. I would say that. I get why it's wrong for a man to hit women, but to me it's wrong for a woman to hit their husband or boyfriends. It's like a little kid picking on the big kid, unless it's self-defense, of course. Yeah, just don't abuse anybody. Like, nobody touch the other person. Is it that hard? And again, like, we have now. She had literally, we knew the recording, but the whole, like, I didn't punch you, Johnny, I hit you. Like, there's a difference. Like, people heard that. So she literally admits out loud, she says, he abuses me, he does all this stuff. You literally admitted, we have the recording, everybody heard it. You admitted in that recording that you hit him. The only thing you have on him is sometimes he doesn't dispute when she says something. So when she says, you did this, you did that to me, sometimes he'll say, what the F you talking? Like, he'll rebut it. Sometimes he won't. Just because you don't say something isn't true immediately after doesn't mean it actually happened. You know what I mean? So when she says, you punched me in the face, I'm not saying this is a real thing, but if she says, if there's a recording, you punched me in the face, Johnny, you threw my head into a refrigerator, and he doesn't immediately say, I didn't punch you in the face, I didn't throw you in a refrigerator, they're going to twist it. Amber's side's going to twist it and say, he didn't deny it, so therefore he did it. And the other way of thinking about that is, well, just because he didn't deny it doesn't mean it. Maybe he's just letting her talk, because we have heard from him. Sometimes he did that. Sometimes he just let her talk because she won't shut up. And also, sometimes you have to appease her. Sometimes you have to let her. Sometimes you have to say stuff that she'll believe just to get her to stop. And that's a domestic abuse kind of mentality, like a psychological thing. So it's really not hard to believe that. You know what I mean? It's just not. let me say this. We're going to keep going, but if you guys have been liking my rants so far, I have a little bit more in me. Make sure you guys leave a like on this video. Definitely helps the video out. What do we got? I heard that Amber Heard will be facing 10 years in prison. She should be charged with perjury, is what she because she lied about the donations. So that should be a real thing. So I'd like that. Johnny Depp in movie voice cartoon. He's Tom and Jerry. What? You're just like saying random things. I don't get it. A lot of people are now becoming more mindful of where they show their support. If we don't hold the systems, organizations, corporations accountable, true justice isn't served. Yeah. I mean, I think he's a big catalyst because I think people can wake up with that and say, we know what we can do to hurt. Like we know what will hurt Disney because of Johnny Depp, and so we'll do it. And I don't think you would get that for any random actor or actress. You know what I mean? I think people know we're not going to support Fantastic Beasts. That'll send a message, and it does. They have to do it, and they do. We're not going to support Aquaman 2. We're not going to support Pirates. And that doesn't happen for every movie. It doesn't happen for every actor or actress. Like it happens very rarely. But he's such a big name. He was arguably like what, top 5 maybe more. Like during his run of like 15 years, he was like the one. You know what I mean? So this is not just some random person. I'm so glad I'm not the only one addicted to this case. Yeah. I'm too addicted, though. I fully support Mr. Johnny Depp because he is Pirates of the Caribbean. I've been watching every movie, and I love the movie. I agree. I love those movies so much. Johnny should replace Amber as a mayor in Aquaman 2. Agreed. They probably snuck in one of her new allegations on the last day. You caught it. The strangling by a shirt. Yeah. No, they're throwing in some dirty tactics. But again, she can come up with new stories. I'm sure we will hear some some updated stories that she's told in the past. They'll probably sound a little different. You know what I mean? They'll probably be more graphic. They'll probably be a little bit more emotion behind it. I mean, she's had time to rehearse this stuff. She's had time to add details. She's had time to come up with new situations that never happened, but she'll say happened. She's got all this time to bring that stuff in. The thing is, you have no evidence. You can say all you want. Words are just, Johnny Depp did all that stuff, did all that talking. That was very powerful, but guess what also was powerful? All the stuff that backed him up. You know what I mean? He didn't say all that stuff, and then you looked at a video of him beating the heck out of her, because that would very much contradict what he just said. So, yeah, her words can be powerful, but as soon as you go up there and say, hey, you know, you didn't do it for the money, but where did that money go? Because Johnny paid you the full $7 million a full year before he sued you, and you didn't give all the money to these charities, and so you really pocketed about $6 million. You said you were going to donate it, and then you said you're having legal troubles, but what happened to that $6 million, Amber? Where did the $6 million go? Did you lose it? Because you said you were going to donate it to them, so why didn't you donate it to them? Not just why didn't you donate it to them? Do you remember swearing under oath that you did give it to them and then you didn't? Yeah, it doesn't matter that you made a 10-year plan, which you didn't make, actually, because you didn't sign it. There's no legal bindings, anything to that. So you didn't actually make a 10-year plan. But even if you did, you still lied under oath that you gave all of the money. And you didn't give all the money. So it doesn't matter that there was a plan or there wasn't a plan. Why didn't you give the money, Amber? And not just that, why did you swear that you did? Because now you look really bad. And now why would I believe you when you say anything else? And again, they need to nail her. I don't know how you say that where you don't get objected to, but they need to figure that out. And I'm sure they have, right? Yeah, but they've known him for years. For them so easily to give up on him is actually disgusting. It is. Hollywood is corrupt. The Hollywood machine is corrupt. I do believe a lot of people in Hollywood, from executives to casting directors to producers, I believe a lot of them are corrupt, bad people that just, they may not actually be bad in their hearts, but they follow the wind of the time. So if it's beneficial for them to say or believe or think or write something, they will do that, right? They will just follow whatever is they need to do in that moment, which does make them scummy to a very big extent. But at the same time, it is also what it is. And that's kind of what that agent, when they were talking to his agent, or his former agent, was trying to get at when he was saying, like, there was an understanding. What he meant was, again, like, you can't even really put it into words. You can't say it legally for the court, but we all know this. If there's an accusation against you for domestic violence, a Me Too-like thing, right, which there was, Hollywood immediately pulls the plug on you. There is no begging to get back. There is no righting those wrongs. You are canceled. You are kicked out. There's no coming back. They want you dead. They want you homeless. They want you jobless. You're not coming back. And that's what that agent, without saying it, he said that, right? Because he said it was understood. We understood. Then the crazy cat lady lawyer said, well, was there anything he could have done, or did you ask, well, what can Johnny do to get back in? And he said, no, we didn't ask because we knew that wasn't. And that's right. Once you're canceled for something like that, you can't apologize. You can't come back. There's the unspoken rule. You're done. There's no bargaining with them. There's no saying, oh, geez, well, what can I do to kind of make this go over? None of that stuff exists. So why even ask? Everybody's on the same page, including Johnny Depp, right? That's how it is. And so, again, how do you say that legally? Very tough. You can't really do it. You have to kind of say unspoken rule. Everybody kind of knew. That's what you have to say. It's tough. I don't believe what Amber says because I know in my heart that Johnny is the most sweetest actor ever. I don't believe what Amber says because she's a demon. Cue the waterworks when she takes the stand. I just don't think she's believable. I think she can't emote. She can't create emotions the right way. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see if she has to take a break midway through, right? I'll take Amber Heard if nobody wants her. Go ahead. She won't cry in the stand. She might try to, but I don't think she's capable of producing tears. Yeah, fake tears is the only thing she can really do. I don't know. I don't think that. I don't know. Like, you could say, well, does it look good? Does it not look good to do something like that? I guess it probably looks good because you're faking it. You're showing them that the stuff matters to you, like it really impacted you. But then it has to be believable, and I just don't think her crying is believable. I just don't. So I really don't know. If he wins, wrongful termination if possible. Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see him do more lawsuits, but at the same time, I also think he probably would just take the win and say, I'm done. Like, we'll let the cards fall. If studios want to come back to me, they can, but I'm not going to be suing anybody else. I'm going to leave it all alone. I'm done with this part of my life. Because again, if he keeps suing people and these lawsuits keep going, studios won't come back to him because you will not engage with people that are part of this stuff. You're just not going to, right? So there's that aspect of it as well. Hello, Rock. The Rock. Can I call you that? Man, she has to go up since she's also suing. True. Yeah. I mean, she kind of has to. Whose side are you on? Johnny's. Why would I be on Amber's? The movie for this drama will be epic. Yeah, they should make a movie. Yes, please, like the Dark Nightmare says, leave a like. If you guys are here, leave a like. I appreciate it. I'm disappointed because Black Manta is one of my favorite DC villains, but if WB doesn't cut her or recast her, I won't watch Aquaman 2. Yeah, agreed. Me neither. Sniper, thank you, Sniper 96. Her equals Amber. Ron Bourne is getting ready to say hearsay about 50 times. Well, they're going to have to be careful because it's just the way. Here's the thing, too. Her lawyers are kind of like condescending, self-righteous losers like her. Like, they very much kind of mirror each other. So I don't think that change. Like, when they're even being nice to people, they still aren't really nice. So even when her side is up, I still think they're going to have that better than you kind of attitude. And I think this. I think they both have shown already who they kind of are. Like Johnny Depp's side, they're kind of like cool. They're kind of quiet, sometimes too quiet, by the way. Sometimes they let things go that they shouldn't, but they're like the cool kids. They don't really get too aggressive. Like, they wait for their moment, stuff like that. I think that's their personality. I don't think that changes no matter what. But I wonder, because they've been doing it the same way, like Johnny's side has been the more friendly, let's let you talk kind of approach, whereas Roddenborn and Crazy Cat Lady object, hearsay, foundation, speculation, all of that stuff, right? That's all they've done. When it switches, when they're the good guys, like, how do, you know what I mean? How do they react to that? Is Johnny's side suddenly going to become really nasty and object like 500 times? I don't know. Will the UK newspaper face any consequences assuming Depp wins? I don't think so, but they definitely should. But I believe the answer is no, which is corrupt. But we all know that, right? Can we all agree that Amber's attorney is a clown? Yes. Both of them. Anyone else think her fake pouty face looks like a female Elon Musk? Oh, my God. Rumors are she will testify Monday. See, so she'll be the first one to go up? See, that would just be weird. But good, get the fireworks out of the way first, you know what I mean? I like how Johnny did it because, like, he sandwiched himself in between. So you had testimony, you had examples, you had witnesses that were close, all this stuff. Then he got up, he told his story. Then you had some other house cleaning things or housekeeping things after him. You know what I mean? That I think helped. With her, if she goes up first, I don't know. Because if she goes up first and she lies about everything and they can catch her on all those lies and they produce the documents, they impeach her character, right? They do all that stuff that they've done with other people. If they can do that with her, doesn't that hurt all of her witnesses, anybody that can say something? Because you could just say, well, they're all on the same page as her. They all told us that Rocky is on the same page as her. Oh, Rocky, how'd you like her slapping you in the face, by the way? Like, what do you even do? At least if she's last, her witnesses have more weight because there's only so much you can rebut. There's only so much you can get on them when you do cross-examination. If she goes first, I think, doesn't that immediately make her look bad the rest of the time when all of her witnesses go up? Plus, if she goes up first, she's going to take probably 2 full days, so Monday, Tuesday, or Tuesday, Wednesday. Then you only have like 5 days left for your witnesses. So I don't know. I don't know how they're going to do it. I cannot wait for the train wreck. I've been watching the case every day intently, but don't forget he is suing the ACLU too, I believe. No, he's not. He's only suing her. He's not suing anybody else, I believe. You could be right, but I'm pretty sure he's only suing her. When she claims she was, quote, abused by Johnny, I think she's talking about Johnny's sins. I can't wait to see his facial reactions when she says, he threw me across the room, he smashed my face with a... he smashed my face with a refrigerator. He took the knife. He just cut off the tip of his finger. Like, what's he going to look like? Like, is he going to look mad? Or is he needs to stay composed, right? These are all, like, the memes and stuff of how Amber looked. I know he hates her, and anybody would hate somebody going up and just making up lie after lie about you, but you got to keep it together as best you can, and hopefully he does that. We're going to get off in about 5-10 minutes, just so you guys know. So I'm gonna keep up with the chat, and by next week we'll do the same thing, just a little house cleaning. I keep saying, is it housekeeping? Housekeeping. Next Monday through Thursday, we're gonna do videos every single day on the case towards the end of the day, and then next Friday we will do another live stream. I won't be live streaming the trial the week that they're off. I'm gonna do something else, but I just wanna let you guys know. Next Friday, same time, same place, we'll do another live stream. Thank you guys so much for being here, by the way. I super appreciate it. The ACLU actively targeted his career. Maybe he is. I don't know. He should. The ACLU is a freaking corrupt organization. Even if Mr. Depp loses, I think he already won. Agreed. And I'm happy that these conniving women are finally failing at trying to destroy a man with their lies. Agreed. Alex, do you think Johnny will win? Yes, I do. Right now, in my heart, I think and hope he will win. He will not win the money, but I think he wins the court case. I believe for the money, he needs all the... Kenneth, can you correct me if I'm wrong? Because you probably do know more than me. For the money part, the $50 million settlement, he needs all 12 jurors to agree with him. To win the court case, he only needs 51%, right? I think that's how it goes. So... that I think he just mathematically you have a better odd of winning the case than you do getting all 12 on your side. Do I want him to get the $50 million from her because she doesn't have $50 million and he would bankrupt her? Yes, I would love that. But I don't think that'll happen. YouTube lawyer Emily Baker says Amber Heard is presenting 700 pieces of evidence, so she's not even sure this can't be turned around. What? So she's not even sure this can't be turned around. Like, are you saying that as a negative towards Amber or a positive? I like Emily. I've seen her on Nick's stream. I watched part of her stream once. I just think also it's kind of too late because she only has, even if she starts, I don't know, on Monday, does it switch to her? If it does, she has 8 days, but the 8th day is closing arguments, which is a long thing. So let's just say it takes at least half the day. She's got 7 days to go through everything. Can she get through everything in 7 days? When she's going to be on the stand for probably 2. So then she's got 5. I don't know. Is 700 pieces of evidence a lot? I also don't know. Is it going to make a difference? I also don't know. What's it going to do, though? Is it going to prove he hit her? Because where was the proof? You need to show proof that he did these things. There's no proof. I don't know. But Susan, if you know the answers to any of the things I just said, please let me know. Nostalgia critics said to parody movie executives, they said, by being modern, we're being more timeless. And critics said, no, you got that backwards. By being modern, you're making yourself dated. You are. Oh, yeah. Oh, I agree with that. That's a great quote. Isaac and Alejandro have stolen the show so far. Literally had me in tears laughing. I liked Malcolm Connolly. I liked him a lot. The Butler was good. Isaac, I think, is still easily the best. I don't think Alejandro was as good as Isaac, but some people put him right up there. I don't know. When is the next live court case? They start up on Monday. I don't know what you mean, though. Like when I'm live streaming next Friday. Correct, Alex. Okay, cool. Yeah, see, I just think he can get one more than... He needs 7 jurors to agree with him. Like, I think that's very possible. Like, that's not hard. To get 12 to agree, that's all 12, is a lot harder. But to get 7... I mean, come on. If Depp doesn't win, I will lose faith in the law. Arguably, I already have for my own reasons, but I don't disagree with your statement. I want Johnny Depp to come back as Jack. Agreed. Me too. Trust me, I want that more than anything. Instead of blue check marks on Twitter for celebrities, Elon should give celebrities with history of being an abuser a fist emoji. Oh, my God. Would love to do a video with you one of these days on this topic. I'd say I'm quite knowledgeable in this case. Yeah. That'd be fun. I'll write it down. I know who you are. Like, I know your name. Let me write your name. Just so I remember you. But yeah, that'd be fun. Narrative is important during direct and cross-examination. I think they are more quiet because the narrative favors them, whereas Heard's team has to use objections to manipulate. Yeah. I mean, when you're in control, when you have Johnny Depp telling these hour-long stories, you don't need to be aggressive. You don't need to talk. You know what I mean? You just ask him a question, stand there. I don't even know what they're doing. They don't always show the person asking Johnny questions all that much. I assume they're just standing there, like just kind of like this. You know what I mean? Like, well, we'll give him an hour, and then we'll ask the next question, because he can just talk. Justice for Johnny Depp. I think Johnny did hit her. I would have. He just didn't get caught. Okay. And I won't add on my comments to that. That's a YouTube issue, so I will not add. I don't condone hitting anybody, YouTube. Good question. Not sure if anything is a surprise we don't know about. Yeah, I just don't. 700 pages of evidence, like, it sounds like a lot, but what can you show that's new? What can you show that's a true bombshell? Like, is there anything? I don't know. All the text messages, that's like 700 things of evidence right there. It says 5,000 text messages. That doesn't, it shows he is one of the most odd writers the world has ever seen. He should write memoirs. He quotes things. He writes, he has a lot of like punctuations. That's what it shows. He does also say some stuff that is a little over the edge that I would not also say, but he also had to deal with pure hell for years, so I guess I don't blame him. Good question. Oh, I already read that. Did you see the face Amber made at her own lawyer yesterday? Yeah, I did. That was funny. They were trying to portray him as an alcoholic who blew his own career. Yeah. I don't think that's going to work. The reason that's not going to work is because The one agent, one time in those questions, again, blew that all. They can say all they want. He was late. He made people mad. All this stuff. All it took was that agent to say, what, in your opinion, was the thing that rocked the boat? Amber's accusations. Not the lawsuits. That hurt. But what's the main thing? Amber's accusations. What happened during Amber's accusations? He lost Pirate 6. That's all. You don't need anything else. You just proved it. You just proved he lost the biggest. He lost $25 million. I think that's how much $25-30 million is how much he makes per Pirates movie in salary. Then I think he gets back end from the movie. You just showed that. So yeah, she can produce all the text messages she wants, but this is a talent agent who talks to the industry. He's like he's an insider, but he actually works there, so he's not you know what I mean? Like, you can't do anything. She's screwed, in my opinion. And these are the things I will always say for the rest of my life and the rest of Johnny Depp's life, even if he loses. It's just the jury didn't see these things. They weren't thinking They weren't thinking well enough. They're dumb. Whatever you want to say. That's gonna be my narrative. I want him to come back even in voice acting. Yeah, that'd be sweet. Get him. Yeah, and he Ringo. Is that the movie? Ringo. I watched it. I don't remember what it is. That one was a great movie. I actually like that movie a lot. I just don't remember its name. If only we had a Riddler exposing the lies of Hollywood. Oh, that's so good. This is off topic. Remember those Arkham vids about you talking about if it would come out in August? Yes, I do. I think back very fondly to those times. I really do. Now it's coming out in October, so I was close. Johnny Depp ASMR, Aquaman 2, The Rise of the Merman Captain Jack Sparrow. Me and my friend are going to do a drinking game next stream. Anytime the word agreed is said, be kind. I'll try. Yeah, I will try to keep the agree. I mean, you guys just say so many things that are agreeable. I'm inclined to agree with you. If Johnny Depp loses, he might become a real-life Riddler. Oh, my God. What a shame. Amber is so beautiful. I think she's lost a lot of her attractiveness over the last couple of years. Man, I kept up with comments pretty good. Well, let's end it. I think this is a good time to end it. I want to thank you guys, honestly, from the bottom of my heart. You guys rock. The videos have been doing so well on this case. I'm clearly passionate. I'm not, like, milking it or anything. I just am, obviously, I'm into this case. So thank you for watching the videos. Thank you for being on the live streams. Again, Monday through Thursday, we'll have videos. Next Friday will be a live stream. Quick ask on your way out as I end this live stream, if you could leave a quick like and check me out anywhere else. I have a Twitter. If you guys are on Twitter and you want to follow me there, it's in the description. Just hit the read more button. All the stuff is there. I have a Patreon. I have a YouTube membership if you guys want to support financially. If not, fine. That's totally cool. But again, Twitter, other stuff, all that stuff is in the description. I think that's it. That's all. I covered all my bases. Follow me everywhere, as well as podcasts now if you're not subscribed. See you for videos on Monday. And then next Friday, like I said, for sure next Friday, we will do this again. Same time, same place. Friday after, no. And then that final week is it of the court case. So I may live stream more than once. We'll see what happens. And you may see tears. You may see rage. Who knows? Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. And gals. I say guys. I mean inclusive. I'm very inclusive. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate it. Have a nice weekend. Have a nice Friday night. And I'll see you all on the next video.